Walk away. Hey, piss off. My 220-pound dog. You want to see them get mad? It is over. Walk away. It's over.
It was not about you.
It's about your mouth.
Period.
Where's your dog, lady?
He's right there.
He's 11 months old. He's not going to lie.
Do you understand? He was being aggressive with my dog. Do you understand anything about dog behavior? Do you understand?
You fucking
You like that's
The dog park, also known as hell. It's hell.
Maybe she's the
Get away from away.
Lady, give me the leash. Give me the leash. I'm going. Because of you. Look.
Period. You're right. He's right.
You need to stop cussing.
This guy needs to walk away from my wife. You need to get out of my wife's face.
Your what? Not wife just came to my face. I'm going to get it. You and I are mad.
Clearly, one dog kept going after the other, which the owner does not understand. It's behavior that needs to be addressed, but likely won't. More in a moment.
You tell your wife she's not touching it.
Get
Because you know
Jäger,
what?
come on.
That's going to cause a problem.
Jäger, come on.
And it's going to cause a
Jäger.
problem with me. You do not want to have a problem with me, my wife.
Period.
While they continue bickering, the German Shepherd does not respond to being called. That's also an issue.
Stop talking to me.
Stop shouting. I know, but can you let it go?
Sure.
I'm saying stop pointing at my wife.
I'm telling you. Look at your wife.
Look, you and I, man to man, stop pointing at my wife. Dude, that is not the way it works.
It does. So you tell your wife.
And back the off.
Your wife's in the wrong. You back up. Your wife's in the wrong.
No, I'm talking to you.
Now you're talking to me.
Yes, you damn right I'm talking to you, and you and I are going to have an issue. And you don't want to have an issue with me. Are you sure you?
I'm the one
You know what? You walk away. Your wife has started this. No, you're not.
This is... Walk away, lady.
All right, I've seen enough. Let's talk about it. So I have had two different family dogs. I have my dog. This is when he was a puppy. It's on my shelf. This is Carl. Okay, I've learned a lot because of Carl. I've learned a lot about dog behaviors. I've learned what triggers them. I have learned about different environments, where to take them, how to control them, how to train them, what have you. I'm not saying I am the greatest at this. I think I also need a lot of work, but that's another point I'll touch on. Every dog trainer I follow has said the dog park is the worst place for your dog. You might think that it's good for them to get some exercise or for them to potentially run around and meet new dogs. That can be the case, but bad behaviors are learned, as I've educated myself through this, at the dog park, because what it's doing is reinforcing negative behaviors that you don't want them to do on walks, when you're chilling with kids, when you're at home, what have you. Part of this as well is not only training the dog, but also training the human being to see those behaviors and correcting it. Nothing good ever happens at these parks. I have seen my dog nearly get mauled because of an untrained dog. I have seen, when I lived in Chicago, there was a corgi that got beat the hell up because of an untrained dog. These are not good actions that are taking place. They are very negative. Now, as for dog parents going after one another, I don't know what led up to this. I can't say. All I can say is the energy that those parents are putting into one another to argue with one another is the same exact energy that the dogs have at the dog park. Even if it looked like they were being cool and calm, a lot of dog trainers would likely pick up on negative behaviors that they saw in that 3-minute span. So as a dog owner and a dog lover, I am begging you, Do long walks with your dog. Play with your dog in the house. Get different games for mental stimulation, which I've learned is just as good of an exercise as physical. Allow them to go on something that I've seen dog trainers call sniffaries, where you just let your dog sniff the grass or plants as you're walking. Also good mental stimulation. I've also seen that when you're walking your dog, this is free. When you're walking your dog, they pick up on other dogs' pee, so it's like their social media, as I've come to learn. There's so many different ways and benefactors outside of the dog park. Me personally, refrain.